Rob, absolutely buzzing to welcome you here today to Football Fun Factory HQ on your onboarding day, ready to launch a brand new Football Fun Factory community. What I want to know first though is, where does your passion for football come from?
I think my passion for football came from an early age as a big Man United fan. I grew up watching Ryan Giggs, David Beckham on the wings for United. Well, obviously yourself, Luke, was in that team as well. But I think from watching the style of football that Man United plays, and then just trying to mimic what they were doing with my friends at the park, things like that. That's where it initially came from for me. From there, football's been such a big part of my life, whether it's been through the friendships I've created through playing football, watching football. All of those things combined really is where my passions come from. That's brilliant.
And what sort of age were you when you were watching that obviously brilliant United team?
So 99, I would have been 11. I was old enough to remember it and enjoy it. I think from there as well, going to 2008 when we lifted the Champions League with Ronaldo in the team was another big highlight, which I've got more of a memory of.
Of course, yeah. And were you playing for a team at that time? Had you had sort of early football experiences playing the game?
I had, yeah. I was playing football, but I think what I found was I enjoyed the fun aspect of it and the friendships I was creating, as opposed to the coach that would shout directionally or I was doing something wrong. I found that a little bit disheartening at first.
Okay, yeah.
But from there, I took myself down the route of the fun side of things. I enjoyed that a lot more than being within a team. So the enjoyment was there.
And when you talk about the fun side, the fun aspect, was that sort of just playing in the park with your mates, just completely free, playing different games, or was it part of a structured training session?
I think, to be honest with you, it came from when I was younger. We didn't seem to have anything locally that was just a fun session. It was very structured. It was, this is the end goal, you're going to move on to this team. It was very, very structured, and I think I struggled with that at a young age. When I was playing with friends and socialising that way, that's when I could create my own fun. We could play our own games, whether it's heads and volleys or whatever it might have been. Yeah. And that's where it sort of stemmed from for me.
Did that sort of affect your enjoyment? Because I know it's such a chance thing, isn't it, where as a grassroots, going into grassroots, you either sometimes can get an absolutely brilliant football coach who wants to make it fun, sometimes you can get someone who might want to win more than the kids having fun. Did that affect your enjoyment of playing within a structured environment?
I think so, yeah. I remember a guy called Dave, one of my first coaches, who I still remember now, I still remember his name obviously, and that was because the enjoyment and the belief that he put in me, I really, really remembered. And for me, I'll never forget him as my first coach because of the enjoyment that he brought to football for me.
I think that is always a sign of an incredible football coach, is kids that remember you coaching them, and there's no better feeling than that. And as you sort of got a little bit older, has that love for football always remained the same?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gone up and down. I moved away and I stopped playing for a little while, and I'm sure you can relate to this, where you get that itch of, I've been out of the loop of football for so long, I want to get back into it. So I joined a five-a-side team just to get myself back into it, then thought about the coaching aspect of it and bringing, I think my first experiences with a coach made me realise that that's what I want to do. I want to make that first impact on children's lives. I really enjoy this, and there is fun that can be had here no matter what ability I am, no matter what age I am. So it's really relatable.
Has that shaped the way that you coach? I mean, I've seen you coach on one of Sam's sessions and you're full of enthusiasm. The be-all and end-all is the children having fun, enjoying themselves. Do you think your early experiences where perhaps that wasn't the case for you has shaped how you've become as a coach?
Absolutely, definitely. I think the things that I wanted as when I was looking to my coach, the things that I was desperate for, the fun aspect, the encouragement, I now project that as a coach into my sessions. I think fun is so important, and the encouragement and just being on a level with the kids, almost being a bit of a big kid around the children, so you're so relatable, getting on their level. I think that's so important.
Brilliant. And with like your coaching journey, what does that look like from the first session you took as a coach to where you're at now?
Okay, so it's actually been the past 3 years actually, myself and superstar Head Coach Sam. I started in Bedford, and first session, a little bit nervy. I've worked with children a lot of my life, whether that's been swim teaching or personal training, coaching sessions, things like that. In football, it was a whole new world for me, and I feel my confidence has grown so much because of the response from the children, and the watching parents, and the feedback that we've got has been brilliant. And I think that encouragement has really took me to where I am today, taking this plunge now to be a superstar head coach.
And with the experience that you've had, I know that you've worked a huge amount with children, as you just alluded to there. Can you give us a little bit more of an outline of what that looked like for you?
So I started working with children when I started swim teaching when I was actually 17. So at that point, it was a whole new world for me completely, because at that point, I'm only just not a child myself. And the swimming teaching is what I first thought I wanted to go down that sort of route, but it was actually in fact just working with children in general, getting the best out of them, encouraging them, being that positive role model, I thought. And that is something that I've always tried to keep my foot in the door with. No matter what other job I've had, I've always tried to have some sort of contact with working with children, and now I'm privileged to be able to take this plunge into doing it full time.
And I know you said that the football coaching was very different to the swimming coaching, the work that you've done for children before, but I can imagine that experience with working with children has stood you in really good stead, having started your coaching journey with Sam.
Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't have the confidence within my coaching, my ability now, if I hadn't had these experiences before, whether it was the swim teaching, working with children with special needs. I've worked with children with such different backgrounds that it's moulded me and sculpted me into the coach that I am today, and I will always remember these experiences when I sort of take a look back.
And all your football coaching today, am I right in saying that's all been within Football Fun Factory sessions?
The actual coaching has, yeah. I've got younger friends and family who I've coached in the back garden, things like that. But the actual official coaching groups of children has been with the Football Fun Factory, and it's been the best decision I've made.
How did you end up coaching with Sam within his sessions?
So it was, in actual fact, Sam had just come back from America, and we were filming some content for some coaching videos. And he said, we're going to make a database of coaching videos. Do you mind doing some filming for me? And that sort of got me thinking, I enjoy this. This is going to be educational for children. We're going to have children looking up to him, I want to do this trick, I want to do this move, whatever it might be. And Sam approached me and said, would you like to come on board? I'm taking this new venture with the Football Fun Factory. Just thought, why not? We'll go for it. And that was 3 years ago, still here now, and loving every minute.
What did you think of the ethos, how the sessions were structured? What were your thoughts on everything around that?
I think that's what drew me the most to it, because I checked out the social media and I looked and I thought, this is a bit of me. Like straight away, just the fun aspect, the enjoyment that you could see from the children, taking part in that first session, just seeing the way that it was structured, the fun, the games. It's not just a match, you've got mini games, you've got this, you've got social development as well. I just thought the whole package sums me up completely. So I thought I'm in the right place, I'm in safe hands. Like I say, 3 years on, still living life. It's brilliant.
Fantastic, Rob. Could you tell us a little bit more about your community and where your programmes are going to be running?
Yeah, of course. So our area is going to be Wellingborough, Rushden and Raunds, and I'm just really looking forward to coming into those areas and offering football to children anywhere from the age of 2 through till 12, from any backgrounds, any abilities, just giving them that opportunity to take part in some sort of football sessions, whether they're super confident, not confident, and just seeing them develop through the fun that we can offer there.
That's absolutely brilliant, Rob. We cannot wait to see you launch.